Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Lawrence Gunther.
I love cooking over an open fire. You know, the feel of the flame, the smell of the smoke, the sizzle, and the smell of that meat on the grill. Nothing better, right? It's just pure nature, outdoors, love it. But when I'm in the city, I love to cook on my fire disc grill. It's a pan that can hold 20 gallons of food. It's big, you can't make a mess. It's really blind friendly. I've got a large cutting board. We're gonna chop up some vegetables and we're gonna do some sous viding. I've got the Sous Vide hooked up to my iPhone and I'm going to share why I think it's the greatest invention since sliced bread. You just can't overcook your food. Let's make a meal. I'm going to start by using a sous vide for my sausages. Sous vide is a form of cooking in water using vacuum sealed bags. You can just use Ziploc baggies as well. Anova is the one who makes this one, and I've got the app here on my phone. The app allows me to control the temperature of the water and the timer and will let me know when it's done.
Start Anova. Button.
So I've lifted the sous vide out of the pot. It's got a clamp on the back, so you can clamp it to the edge of the pot so it doesn't tip over. It's about the size of a 1 liter bottle of water. It's like a cylinder shape with a display on the top. So for people who have sight, they can see at the top and they can touch screen it. But I use it all with my iPhone with the voiceover, so I don't need to see the top of it. Otherwise, it's a very simple device. It just plugs into your wall socket. I drop it into the pot, clamp it on. This pot is full of water. You don't put your food in the water, you put your food in a bag and put that in the water. So the sous vide never gets dirty, neither does the pot. 3 reasons why I like cooking using the sous vide method with this Anova cooker. Number 1, you can't burn yourself. You're never dealing with boiling pots of water. Number 2, you can never overcook your food. So if you're listening to a great podcast or something on AMI audio or TV and you lose track of time, no worries. Number 3, fully accessible.
Set temp. 0. 135. 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
So we're gonna chop all our vegetables into bite-sized pieces. We're not dicing our vegetables. We're not making a sauce. We're making bite-sized pieces that are easy to find on your plate with your fork. It's not a matter of scooping things up. What you find is always going to be a mouthful. Here's a few tips to make sure your hands are safe. Never stretch your fingers straight out when you're holding your vegetables. Curl your fingers in, even your thumb. So when you're chopping across the vegetable and you come to your thumb, you're not cutting off the tip of your thumb. You're banging the back of the blade against the back of your thumb. Everyone's safe. I start with the carrot, fennel, and orange pepper. Nice big pieces to make it easy to find on your plate and stick your fork into. I'm going to put all these cut up pieces into a big bowl, then cut up an onion into big chunks as well, and break apart the broccoli with my fingers. With these mushrooms, we'll take the stems off, set those aside. I'm not going to use them. The mushrooms are so soft, you don't even need a knife. You can just pull them apart with your fingers. Last 2 pieces, garlic and ginger. Which is which? They're about the same size. That's the garlic. I'm gonna chop some garlic and use my grater to grate the ginger right into the bowl on top of the vegetables. Let's fire up the fire disc. Got my barbecue starter, turning on the valve now. The fire disc is getting hot. I can feel it getting hot. I'm gonna put some canola oil in there. There's all sorts of different cooking oils. You wanna use one that can take high heat. Canola oil can take high heat. As my fire disc heats up, I'm taking the sausage out of the sous vide pot and dry them off with some paper towel to make sure they don't splatter when they hit the hot oil. I'm gonna add the vegetables, but you know what, a little tip? Whenever I'm cooking with anything hot, I always keep a square of cold, wet towel handy. If my finger gets burnt or starts to burn, right away I touch it to the towel, it stops the burning instantly. Oh yeah, this pan's nice and hot. Let's add the vegetables. Cook in the middle of the fire disc, spread everything out so everything's making contact with the bottom of the fire disc. Now it's cooking evenly. I'm not going to turn it, I'm not going to flip it, I'm just going to keep it in the center area where the hottest part of the disc is. I'm going to move these vegetables off to the side a bit here, make a little bit of space in the center, and add my potatoes. They're pre-boiled, so they just need to be browned up now. I'm gonna add the broccoli as well. This won't take long to cook, so they're going in last. Smells good. The veggies are cooked. I can tell with my spatula, I'm almost using it like a white cane. It's soft. They're not hard anymore. They don't feel hard. They're feeling soft. That's the way, I don't want to have them mushy. but I don't want to have them hard either. I want them to be just perfect, a little bit of crunch. Let's add the sausages. Now remember, these sausages were already cooked in the sous vide. They're perfectly cooked. All I'm doing now is browning them. Everything's cooked. Let's get it out. Put it in this giant bowl here. It's all going in the same bowl. It's all going to end up on the same plates. I'm not worried about mixing it together. People can just pick out the pieces they want, pick out the vegetables they want. Who's hungry? I know I am. Doesn't matter if you're by the lake or in the forest or camping at a provincial park. The point is we're cooking outside and we're making healthy food for the family. I'm Lawrence Gunther. I'll talk to you next time.